Today, we are celebrating the legendary Guru, Padma Bhushan Vidwan, Dr. Nukula Chinna Satyanarayana, to the Great Masters event. We welcome Shri Annaji Garu, Srimati Peri Padmashri, and Srimati Ravada Shri Ramya, son, daughter, and granddaughter of Guru Vidwan Padma Bhushan awardee, Vidwan Dr. Nukula Chinna Satyanarayana, who have agreed to share some of the valuable experiences that they've had with the legendary Guru. I now invite our respected principal, Rekha ma'am from Samsid School, Haramau, Bengaluru, to give a brief welcome address.
Thank you, Manaswi. Good afternoon, distinguished guests, and my dear students and teachers. I feel extremely privileged and honored to be given this opportunity to welcome you all to the Great Masters series presented by SPIC MACAY. The acronym SPIC MACAY stands for Society for the Promotion of Indian Classical Music and Culture Amongst Youth, which is a voluntary organization which promotes Indian cultural heritage by promoting Indian classical music, classical dance, folk music, yoga, meditation, crafts, and other aspects of Indian culture. It is a 45 years old organization started by Dr. Kiran Seth and IIT Kharagpur alumni in the year 1977. In today's time, it is very essential for us, the school fraternity, to introduce our children to rich Indian culture. We all will agree that art has been an integral part of society since ancient times till today. As art gives us imagination and creativity, all forms of art are ways we express ourselves and our ideas, even forming a part of our identities. As we are seeing today, the gurus we are going to be a part of their program, and we feel so honored for that. Children, this is an amazing opportunity for all of you to listen to these gurus. Since art is a form of self-expression, it also helps to encourage self-confidence and develop critical thinking. This is especially helpful in the teenage years when there is search for identity. Art lessons can help relieve stress, a place where you can momentarily relax and live in the moment without any outside pressures. Whatever art form you enjoy can play the role in how you see and you relate to others. Few benefits what art gives us. Few of them I would like to tell you, children. In younger students, art can help to improve fine motor skills. Art can also help you for problem-solving skills. Create that. Creating and performing art makes a way of communication. Art is the best way for expressing emotions positively and helping to process our own emotions. Art in all forms and kinds helps us to improve our focus. That's the reason even our new education policy and CBSE insists on art integration in all subjects. I must congratulate SPIC MACAY for doing such a huge job of bringing great artists to students and institutions and giving them this opportunity to interact with them and listen to their soulful music. I thank everyone for listening me patiently, and especially SPIC MACAY for organizing this wonderful program for our students to give them an insight of our Indian art and culture. Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for your enlightening words. Now, I would like to invite Ms. Khushi Verma from Maruti Vidyalaya to introduce our great master, Padma Bhushan Vidwan Dr. Nukula Chinna Satyanarayana.
Thank you, Manasvi. Good afternoon to one and all present here. I am Kushi Verma from Maruti Vidyalaya. It's a proud privilege to speak about Dr. Nukla Chinna Satyanarayana. Mahapodyaya Dr. Nukla Chinna Satyanarayana is an Doyen and a multifaceted Carnatic classical musician. Gifted with a sonorous voice and a great caliber, he addresses to the classicism. A musicologist and an outstanding teacher benefiting his title Mahapodyaya. He is a performer and a lecture demonstrator of a universal appeal, and author of the some of the most valuable and enriching works on music. He is an inventor of teaching methods and a great visionary. Born and brought up. Nukla was born on 4th of August 1927 at Anakapalli, Andhra Pradesh, India to SMT Yagnachanamma and Sri Annapurneshwara Sarma as Sri Vidya Upaska. His mother fostered his talent and gave him the basic training to in music. She is the cause of his passion for the music in his life. His father always motivated and encouraged him. Nukla was spotted as a young musically talented boy by the traditional theatre too, and handed a few boy roles singing the verse with gusto that stunned the seniors. But it was the classical music that attracted Nukla right from the start. He has started a violin student and Sri Kambapati Akkaji Rao lead him to Sri Mangalapalli Pattabirmaya Garu at Vijayawada, and he was under his guidance for 3 years. Now, Nukla attacked by the William legendary Prof. Dwaram Venkataswamy Naidu Garu made his violin under him, and he was totally encouraged by and tutored him fully. Nukla accompanied Prof. Naidu Garu his concerns all over India. Naidu Garu introduced Nukla to Dr. Sripada Penakapani, polishing the diamonds. To Nukla rely the singing style underwent a sea change right after he came under the influence of Dr. Penakapani, who is the doctor among the musicians and the musicians among the doctors. Commitment to the cause. The commitment to the cause of a music displayed by Nukla is rare to find. Such dedication and devotion to music have been in credo and all his decade plus music career. He is also always found occupied with music only. He is either singing or teaching or writing about music or inventing newer methods and teaching. Music or planning about its propagation. Born leader. Nukla, being a visionary, thought always ahead of times and leads a musical scene. He's born leader in the chosen we some of the awards Nukla has received. First one is Padma Bhushan by the Government of India in 2010. Anamacharya Vidvamani Sapnashri Anamacharya Project of North America and Chicago. Saptagiri Sangeeta Vidvamani Sri Tyagaraja Festival Committee Tripati. Nana Nidhi Sri Ganapati Sachananda Swami. Nada Hridyagana Swami Dayananda Saraswati. Nada Sudbhava Murli Ravali Madras. Sangeeta Sarabhama Sri Maruti Tyagaraja Gana Sabha Tripati. Sangeeta Shira Sagara Sri Tyagaraja Narayan Dasa Seva Smiti Rajamundri. Ganakala Gandharva Vamsi Arts Theatre Hyderabad. Lakshya Lakshana Martanda and the Sangeet Suhaskara. Some of the awards Nukla have received. Amateur's Fellowship from the Government of India, President Sangeeta Nataka Academy Award, and the Senior Fellowship of Department of Culture, Government of India. Now I hand over to the Manasvi. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Khushi, for introducing the revered Guruji to us. Now, I would like to invite the students of Chaitanya Techno Public School, Sheshadripuram, to introduce Nukula Annaji Rao, Srimati Peri Padmashri, and Srimati Ravada Shri Ramya.
Are the students of Chaitanya Techno Public School here?
I would request Mansvi to do the honors. Mansvi, please go ahead.
Sure. A brief on Annaji Garu. Sri Nukula Annaji Garu, the third child in the family. Annaji Garu became a personal manager to his father and accompanied him on all the tours for concerts and lecture demonstration. Currently, Sri Annaji Rao Garu is involved in circulating various music books published by his father to make them reach to learners as well as connoisseurs. A brief on Srimati Padma Shri Garu. Srimati Padma Shri Garu, the sixth child in the family. Padma Shri Garu has completed diploma in Veena and has assisted Nukala Garu in reviewing his books for publishing. She is currently teaching and helping the music community in propagating Nukala Garu's teaching style and methods. A brief on Srimati Ravada Ramya. Srimati Ravada Ramya Garu is the granddaughter of Nukala Garu. Srimati Ramya Garu has learned under Nukala Garu for her childhood and has completed MA in music and accompanied her grandfather in many concerts in India and abroad. She is currently teaching many students the method and style of Nukala Garu. I thank all the dignitaries of the program. It's an honor to have such a great personality with us today. Now, I request Sri Annaji Garu, the son of Guru Padma Bhushan Vidwan, Dr. Nukala Chinna Satyanarayana, to share his experiences about his father.
Annaji Garu, you should come on.
Hello, everyone. Good evening.
Yes, sir. We can hear.
Good evening, sir.
I'm Annaji Rao. I'm the third child of Dr. Nukala and Sesha, my mother. I also had the opportunity and was fortunate to be my father's manager. I have accompanied my father to all his concerts and lecture demonstrations across India, not to forget numerous SPIC MACAY events. During this time, I was fortunate to meet various renowned artists in music industry. My father was not only an amazing musician, but also very kind and supportive father and grandfather. He had a very good balance of both his personal and professional lives, which I think is a very important quality that has helped him all through his life. Thank you.
Thank you so much for your enlightening words, sir. Now, I would like to invite Srimati Peri Padma Shri to share her experiences with her father.
Namaste, Andy. I wanted to tell about the teachings of my father because I am Mahapadhyaya, how he got that. Let's Padda Sangeet Vidwamsule Kakunda, teaching annadi anta interesting ga inkevaru cheppaledu. Endante సంగీతం కెరీర్ గా గొప్పవాళ్ళు అయిన వాళ్ళని చూసాం కానీ రెండు బ్యాలెన్స్ చేసుకుంటూ ఈవెన్ 4 ఏళ్ల పిల్లని కూడా అద్భుతంగా పాడించగలిగే శక్తి మా నాన్నగారికి ఒక్కరికే ఉంది. అందుకని ఆయన పరమ గురువులు అయ్యారు. లైక్ ఆల్ ఇండియా రేడియోలో ఏ గ్రేడ్ ఆర్టిస్టులు కూడా వచ్చి మా నాన్నగారి దగ్గర నేర్చుకునేవారు. మనోధర్మం కానీ స్వరకల్పన కానీ దోస్ క్యాలిక్యులేషన్స్ స్వరకల్పనకి చాలా ఉంటుంది, అవన్నీ వచ్చి నేర్చుకునేవారు. సో మేము చిన్నప్పటి నుంచి నాన్న టీచింగ్స్ చూస్తూ పెరిగాం. మా నాన్నగారికి ఇంట్లో అందరినీ ప్రేమగా చూశారు, బట్ ఆయన శరీరం వేరు సంగీతం వేరు కాదు. ఆయన సంగీతం కోసమే పుట్టారు, సంగీతంలోనే మునిగారు, సంగీతంలోనే తేలారు. ఆయనకి పూర్తిగా సహకారం మా అమ్మగారు ఇచ్చారు. అయితే మేము 7 పిల్లలం, మమ్మల్ని అందరినీ సప్తస్వరాలు అంటూ ఉండేవారు. అందరికీ సంగీతం అంటే అద్భుతమైన ప్రేమ, అదే ప్రేమ నాన్నగారి మీద కూడా ఉంది. అయితే మీకు ఒకటి చెప్తాను, మా నాన్నగారికి ఆ టీచింగ్ ఎంత ప్యాషన్ అంటే ఫిజికల్లీ ఛాలెంజ్డ్ పర్సన్స్ కూడా పెద్దగా తీర్చిదిద్దగలిగే కెపాసిటీ ఆయనకు ఉంది. లైక్ అమ్మాయికి 2+2 4 అని కూడా తెలియదు, కానీ అమ్మాయి చేత డిప్లొమా పాస్ చేయించగలిగారు. అది ఆయన సత్తా. అంతేకాకుండా చిన్నపిల్లల్ని లైక్ చిన్నపిల్లలకి చదవడం రాదు, ఏమీ రాదు. అయితే ఒకటే అనుకునేవారు ఎప్పుడు, సంగీతం సినిమా పాట విని పాడేస్తున్నారు, ఎందుకు త్యాగరాజ కీర్తనలు పాడలేరు అని ఆయన ఆలోచన 1976లో వచ్చింది. 1976లో వచ్చినప్పుడు అందరికి పిలిచి త్యాగరాజ కీర్తనలు చిన్న చిన్నవి, లైక్ మీకు ఎగ్జాంపుల్ చెప్పగలుగుతాను నేను. ఒక మాట ఒక బాణము ఉందనుకోండి, దానికి స్వరం తెలియదు, ఏమీ తెలియదు, పాడేసి వెంటనే వాళ్ళని అనుమానగలిగేవారు. ఒకసారి చూపిస్తాను మీకు. ఈ అమ్మాయి మా మనవరాలు, షీఈస్ 4 years old. పాడు నాన్న, ఇలా నుంచి ఒక మాట పాడు, నేను చెప్తాను. మరి ఒక మాట ఒక బాణి Okapatni Pratude ఇంతే కాకుండా స్వరజ్ఞానానికి చాలా ఇంపార్టెన్స్ ఇచ్చేవారు. లైక్ మోహన తీసుకోండి, అలాగా దానికి స్వరజ్ఞానం కానీ, స్వరానికి ఒక అకారం కానీ, అకారానికి స్వరం చెప్పించడం కానీ, లైక్ పొద్దున్న లేచిన దగ్గర నుంచి ఎవరికి పాఠం చెప్దామా అంతే. అలాగా ప్రపంచం అంతా ఆయన వైపు చూస్తూ ఉండింది. అవన్నీ
This is Dr. Ramesh. Can you tell in a few lines in English, because the children probably don't understand Telugu, madam. Sorry.
He used to teach. He loves to teach, and he was very much interested in the Swarajnana. That's the best part. Everybody should know the Jnana, because the music knowledge brings the students to elevate their knowledge. Like if they have math, science, and everything, but the music combines all this knowledge and becomes the make the children something extraordinary intelligence.
Thank you so much.
Yes, tell me.
Thank you.
Nothing, ma'am. You can continue.
Yeah. And I'm like I was so inspired by my father. I was teaching since 40 years. And I was in this field, and I'm very much blessed being a daughter of Nukala. And thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for the valuable knowledge you have shared with us. I request Srimati Ravda Shri Ramya Garu to give her experiences, to share her experiences with us.
Namaskaram. A very
Ramya madam,
Sir.
you can talk about your lecture demonstrations with your grandfather, which we talked yesterday. You please share your experiences on lecture demonstration with Vidwan Nukala ji, and then
Yes.
you may sing the song, because we still have time. So
I
please.
thought, because I wanted to give a insight about the kind of compositions Tatgaru has composed. So I start by giving my pranams. Sadashiva Samarambham Shankaracharya Madhyamam Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. As the shloka rightly says, Sadashiva Samarambham, it starts with Shiva. Shankaracharya Madhyamam, Shankaracharya being the next one to Shiva. And then comes my Guru, Asmadacharya Paryantam Vande Guru Paramparam. I give my pranams to the school of, or the thought of having a Guru Parampara in our culture. We have, for centuries now, we have been raised to value our gurus, to give utmost respect to what our Guru teaches us, because without a Guru, like Tyagaraja Swami has always said, without a Guru leka etuvanti guniki teliyagabodu. There is no one who can understand. He may be the best of, a person who may be having the best of the qualities, but without a Guru, he cannot shine. So a Guru is everything. So for me, my Guru, my grandfather has been Dr. Nukala always. And for me, Shiva and Shankaracharya has been my Guru, my grandfather too, I would say. So coming to the point of his teaching methods, which he is very well known across the globe, not just in India. He's made a lot of listen and learn CDs and cassettes available in the year 82 or 83, I should say. When I was born, he visited America, and then he made his first series of listen and learn cassettes available to everybody across the globe. That listen and learn was such a popular concept, that which was started by him. And it starts there, you know, his passion for reaching the common man, you know, the Carnatic classical music that has to reach to everyone, to be appreciated by everyone all around the world, was started. I mean, I shouldn't say that, but then it was definitely started by Dr. Nukla through this listen and learn concept. And then he's also done a lot of series on Doordarshan and SVBC channel also, which was recently started, called Sadhana. That was again a teaching series which was done by him. His teaching methods were very, very unique. He never believed in the conventional teaching methodology. As my aunt has earlier said very rightly, he believed in the Swara Jnana. What I remember very precisely, when we visited in the year 99, when we went on a tour, I went along with my grandfather on a tour, a SPIC MACAY tour in Karnataka. We went to various engineering colleges, in the Dharwad Dental College. We were put up, in fact, in the Dharwad Dental College. Everywhere we went, he got a tremendous reception, because he made students in the audience sing then and there. He drove through the concept of, you know, a very difficult and a very complex concept of the 72 Melakartas, or the, you know, the dual swaras, that is the having two re's, two gas, two mas, dhas and me's, and chapa being constant in one lecture demonstration. I don't think anyone can achieve that. That was something which was very unique to him, and he made kids in the audience. I wouldn't say kids, but then they were all engineering and, you know, dental college students. They were made, the undergrad students who were sitting in the audience were made to sing by him. Then and there, he made them sing simpler swaras, like the Mohana swaras, and then Kalyani swara, and then told them what is the difference between the Mohana swara and the Kalyani swara. You see, the ma is different here. There is no ma and ni. And he had this very famous joke also, which he used to crack on the stage, that, you know, sa re ga pa da sa, there is no ma and ni. You know, just say that very fast. Money. So see, Mohana doesn't have money in it. There's no money in Mohana. These kind of anecdotes are, you know, they stay with you for life, and they are very special, I should say. I'm sure my uncle and aunt also have, you know, had similar experiences, but this was when I was barely out of my 12th class, and then I had the opportunity to tour with him through Karnataka. So I saw a different Tatagaru on stage. I have never seen him like that. So it was an experience which stayed with me for my life. And so he was a very unique guru. And I wanted to tell this point also. He also told very complex concepts, like, you know, healing through music, like how when the very Komala Todi swaras are sung, it can uplift, it can calm an agitated mind. And when the Tivra Kalyani swaras are sung, it can uplift the mood of a depressed person. You know, these kind of concepts, I think, were very, very, very unique to him. That way, he has taught innumerable concepts like this. He has made music available to. He's also started a sabha way back in 82. Am I right, Padmapini? 82 Vishwakala Parishad. Yeah, in the year 82, he started Vishwakala Parishad with the motto of Sangeetam for everyone. Andariki Sangeetam was his motto. And he used to teach music for free in Ravindra Bharati, or I think Tyagaraja Gana Sabha, I think. Yeah. Every Sunday he used to conduct classes to everybody. Whoever, it was a free walk-in class for everybody on a Sunday. And 82, I will tell you, he was at the peak of his career and he was so busy at that time. Yet he took time to, start something like that. That was absolutely marvelous.
He used to teach 100 people.
Yes.
Mic.
So quickly, I think composed by him. राम कथा सुधा रस रसिक हृदय राम कथा सुधा रस रसिक हृदय धीमंत बलवंत हनुमंत राम कथा सुधा रस रसिक हृदय धीमंत बलवंत हनुमंत राम कथा सुधा रामायणमुन नी सुंदर कथा रामायणमुन नी सुंदर कथा पारायण में पतित पावनमु रामायणमुन नी सुंदर कथा पारायण में पतित पावनमु सत्य रूप सामगान कोविद सत्य रूप सामगान कोविद सत्य रूप सामगान कोविद सत्य रूप सामगान कोविद मृत्युंजय मां पालय मृत्युंजय मां पालय सीताराम कदा सुधा रस रसिक हृदय धीमंत बलवंत हनुमंत राम कथा सुधा Thank you. I thank Dr. Ramesh Garu and SPIC MACAY for giving us this wonderful opportunity to reminisce and remember which I do pretty much every day, my grandfather, because every time I sing, I sing through him. I sing, I have nothing but to remember him every time I sing. So I always say I am what I am today because of him. He was my guru, he was my God. Thank you.
Madam, was so wonderful. Actually speaking, thanks to your singing, I got this song and I will pick up this song and sing it to you back sometime. Thank you. Kushi, Manaswi, I think we can start the question. Madam, there are about 9 questions, Annaji Garu. I think these 9 questions will probably, you can take your time to tell about the further experiences of Dr. Nukala ji. So Manaswi, go ahead.
Yes, I would like to request the students to ask their questions. So the first question comes from Adi Narayana from Maruti Vidyalaya.
Guruji, your first question is, what is Nukala Bani?
Ramya?
Nukala Bani is a very unique style, I would say. Very easy when you hear, but if you try attempting it, it is definitely very tough. I have had my brush with this Bani for all my through my life. It's not easy to imitate it. It looks like it's very easy. You can imitate it. You hear it and you're like, yeah, I think I can sing. Anybody for that matter, even if they are the very established musicians have said this. It's not my saying. That Balamurali Garu has said this. In fact, that when you hear it is so sweet, so simple. Yet when you try to imitate, it is so difficult. You can't even go near it without the right kind of notation and right kind of teaching from him or someone who has learned it from him, I would say.
Thank you, Adi Narayana, and thank you, Ramya Garu, for the wonderful answer. Now, the second question comes from Vidya from Maruti Vidyalaya.
Abhishek, you have to make Vidya the host, co-host. Vidya, can you raise your hand, please?
Vidya or Vidya Sri?
Vidya Sri.
She's not connected with Sanvi. Sanvi, is she Vidya?
No, I think Mansu, you can take the question. You can ask the question.
Sir, Sanvi Dhanuka can ask. She's already a presenter. So Sanvi Dhanuka can
She has also, I think she logged out. Sanvi, you can...
Sanvi is there, sir.
Sanvi, you can unmute now.
Yes, sir. Can you hear me?
Yes, you are audible, Sanvi.
So my question is, how many songs did Vidyavan Nokala Chinna Satyanarayan compose?
What?
How many kritis did Nokala Chinna Satyanarayan Garu has composed?
Garu composed how many songs? There are about four tillanas that he wrote.
2 tillanas and 4 kritis.
No, more than 4.
4, 5.
Yeah, he's tuned actually about 200 of the Annamacharya compositions. Also because Annamacharya compositions are something which we just got the Sahityam, we did not get the tune, if you know. So Tatgaru has composed about 200, has composed the tune for about 200 of Annamacharya kritis.
And all his own, he wrote Vidyavanti Varnam and Srinivasa Varvaka in Natikuranji. And one more thing is Raghavendra Gururaya in Nishatodi. Kanakangi in the Kanakangi Raga.
That is the very first raga of the 72 Melakata. Kriti in Kanakangi Raga, which is a Vivadi Raga.
It's very tough.
Yeah.
And we used to have it tough calculation of if you take Rupakatalam, everybody goes with the talam like 4, 4, 4. It will be easy for others also to follow, but he likes to go with odd number like 3 plus 3 plus 3 plus 3. So it looks beautiful that the arrangement of swaras are very unique.
Can I just demonstrate that?
Yeah.
When you put is like taka dhimi, taka dhimi, taka dhimi. But instead, Tatgar, what he used to do, takita, 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 tak. It's difficult to put because when you do taka dhimi, taka dhimi, it is cutting correctly for each this thing. But whereas when you do takita, 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 it's difficult. Not easy. He's done that difficult patterns in his kritis as well. Yeah. Good question, though.
That's really astonishing knowledge. Thank you so much, Ramya Garu, and all the teachers who have told us about this. The next question comes from Nitesh from Bharati Vidyalaya.
Good afternoon, everyone. This is Nitesh from Maruti Vidyalaya. Namaste, Guruji. In what age did Guruji learn music?
At the age of 10, maybe not 10, 12, at the age of 12, he started his career, music career.
And one more thing is he learned 70 varnas. It's impossible for any human being in 1 year.
In 1 year.
The span of 1 year.
70 kritis at Pattabhiramaya from Pattabhiramaya. Then he moved to Vijayanagaram for violin.
And he used to get gold medals wherever he steps.
Almost 80 decades of his musical career.
Yeah, and also he was 12 when he, as rightly told by them, he was 12 when he went to Dr. Mangalampalli Pattabhiramaya garu. At which time Balamurali garu, Mangalampalli Balamurali garu was 8 years old and he was already performing. And Tatgaru, when he first went to their house, he saw Dr. Balamurali garu performing as a child. And he was so astonished and surprised at the fact that an 8-year-old is performing on stage. He was always in awe of Dr. Balamurali garu. And they later on went on to become very good friends and associates. That's a different thing. But yes, his first look of Dr. Balamurali garu was when he went to learn. Balamurali garu was already performing. They have a 4-year age gap, my grandfather being the eldest.
Yeah, in this context, I also want to add one more small point. So, Balamurali Krishna sir, Kannada Ragam composition, Brihadishwara Mahadeva. Yes. I always used to learn hear from Nokala garu. It is very melodious, and I request the students to learn from that recording.
Behind this, actually, Tatgaru went to Chennai to record this Brihadishwara Mahadeva. Not just this. HMV recording. It's an LP, long play. It used to be called. It is a big, huge disc, which was, on which HMV used to record their concerts. So Tatgaru went all the way to Chennai to do that recording because in Hyderabad in those days, the recording studios and all were not available. He went to Balamurali garu's house only. He stayed there. And then from there, he said, I'm going for a recording, HMA recording I have got. And Balamurali garu was like, Acha, okay, so you're going for recording, fine. After reaching the recording studio, Tatgaru comes to know that Balamurali garu is actually going to be accompanying him on violin. Right. So that was a surprise for him. So Tatgaru decided to sing Balamurali garu's Kriti, which is Brihadishwara Mahadeva. And after Balamurali garu heard Tatgaru sing that, he said, I think you sang it so beautifully. I don't want to ever sing this again. So that is why you only hear Tatgaru singing.
First time we saw that notation and on the spot he sang.
On the spot he sang.
Thank you so much, Annaji garu, Padmashri garu, and Ramya garu. So the fourth question comes from Lahari Jadaprolu from Samsad MLZS Horamau.
Yes. Thank you, Manasvi. My question is, we heard he learned music from Dr. Balamurali Krishna's father. Please tell us a little more about this.
I think we already answered that question. He went to 12 and so, but I know you must have prepared for this question, right? Yeah.
And a few more cookies. Then he only introduced to Naidar that he is interested in violin also. So he went to Vijayanagaram and learned violin from Naidar. Then Dr. Sripada Pinakapani was seeing my father. He was very much impressed and your voice is so beautiful. Why don't you come and learn vocal? You just shift to the vocal and you have a tremendous voice. So then he went to Dr. Sripada Pinakapani to learn more and more. That is, knowledge is no barriers, nothing. So he learned from Dr. Sripada Pinakapani also.
Can I just tell you, when Tatgaru was learning with Dr. Mangalampalli Pattabhiramaya, he used to tell us that, as children, when we used to do a lot of to learn and or I don't want to buy hard or something like that. He used to tell, as a 12-year-old to learn from Pattabhiramaya. He used to in those days. That is, each week was assigned to one house. So he used to go to the house and ask for food that day.
Thank you, Padma garu, Ramya garu. Thank you, Lahari. Now, the fifth question comes from Devika from Samsadalam MLZS Harma.
Can you please tell us about his teaching techniques?
Ramya?
Teaching techniques.
One thing I'll tell.
Yeah.
The passion is teaching. After some time, he innovated. He's not starting with Saraliswara, Chandaswara. He's starting with Mohana Geetam. Practice the Mohana Geetam completely. Then he used to give a book. Then the student himself can sing Saraliswara, Chandaswara, Nalankara without teaching. That is his style.
And he is more interested in making the child to know the Swarajnana. That's the best thing everybody should learn. That not just by hearting anything, whatever teacher says, but they should learn the Swarajnana. If they say they have given one notation or something, they should able to sing those Swarasthanas. That is called Swarajnana. So he's always used to teach the Jnana. That is the higher level of learning the Swaras. Knowing the Swaras. When you learn from a teacher or something, it is called learning. The learning makes you to learn only the 10%, whatever it is. But the other 90% you learn only by listening. Listening, like a child can get the Amma or Nana, whatever the sounds, only by listening, not by teaching. Just like that, you have to go and listen the concerts of the various Vidwans. So otherwise you will become a Kupastha Manduka. That is, the frog in a well thinks it is an ocean. Just like that, when you learn music, it doesn't make you a Vidwan. Only by listening so many Vidwans and making and thinking how it has been. The thought of the, you have to think about the Swaras in that and how the Raga has developed. And what is the, you should also give and my father's excellent point is giving an equal importance for the Sahitya part. If you only concentrate on the Swaram, you can't give as much weightage to the Swarastha, the Sahityam. But he made it. He made it to give the same importance for the Swara and Sahitya both. That is a unique personality in all the South Indian musicians about my father.
Yeah, he always used to teach.
We need to be quick on questions. We will have 5 to 6 minutes more before we play the video. So children, you need to be quick on taking the questions. Sorry, madam.
Oh, sorry. No, I was saying when he was teaching us any kriti, he used to always tell us the meaning of the kriti. That way you will feel what you're singing, or the context of I'm just throwing a little bit of light on what my aunt has just said. The context in which Tyagaraja has composed that kriti, like Dorakuna Ituvanti Seva is there. He told me a small story regarding that, saying, probably we don't know whether it is true or not, but then he told me a context wherein Tyagaraja has written this kriti and he actually visualized Rama. He actually saw Rama when he was singing this kriti. That is why he could feel so much for it and then say that, he was singing and he was pushing Rama in a uyala, in a swing. So he actually saw, or probably he visualized. So whenever I sing that kriti, I actually visualize Tyagaraja actually doing that even today. So giving a context or the bhava of a kriti changes the way you sing. You don't just mechanically approach the kriti for the technical value of it, but then you approach the kriti with a lot more than just the superficial kriti itself. For this, my grandfather used to always say, absolute bliss. That was a word coining which he gave, absolute bliss.
Thank you, Padma Garu and Ramya Garu, for the information. Now, the sixth question comes from Shambhavi from Samsud ML Judges. For a ma'am.
Ma'am, we have heard that he has brought out several lessons for children. So can you please share some experiences?
He started in America first in America, teaching a doctor, listen and learn cassettes. After that, we started in Hyderabad and made about from Saralis to Kritis, Kirtanas. And after that, he even taught Kriti, Ragam and Swarkalpana also. He made so many CDs and books. So now the CDs are outdated. Even now you can get in YouTube CDs. Books, it's available even in Amazon.
Thank you, Annaji Garu. And thank you, Shambhavi also. Now, the seventh question comes from Chavi Gupta from Chaitanya Techno Public School.
Manasvi, if they are not able to talk right now, Dhanuka will take over. Sanvi Dhanuka will take over.
Yes, ma'am. So, can you just share any unique experience about Guruji?
Unique experience. Ramya?
Yes.
Unique experience.
One I remember, he used to go for a concert to Kerala. Kerala people are like, they are rich in listening music. They have the inherent music in them and they don't nod their head until and unless the performer performing into the excellence. So they start around 10 o'clock in the night and up to the 3 o'clock. My father used to give concert for 5 hours without any break. That's the best part. We went with him and we experienced with him. That nowadays the people, they are giving only 1 hour concert. They can't sit for more than 1 hour. But those are the days we never get again. Golden days.
True, Padma Garu. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Sanvi. Now, the next question comes from Kashvi from Chaitanya Techno Public School. If Kashvi is not able to do it, then Sanvi can continue with the question.
Hello, ma'am. Good afternoon. My question is, what made him be called as a polished diamond?
Oh, that his guru has called him that. Dr. Pinakapani Garu called him that because of the kind of practice that he used to put in when he was with Dr. Pinakapani Garu. Because Pinakapani Garu was a medical, an MBBS doctor. He used to go to the hospital in the morning. He used to give lessons to my grandfather in the evening, more or less after dinner in the night. And my grandfather used to practice all night and get back to him early hours in the morning. With that particular kirtana or a kriti or and also I remember one incident that he shared that when he first went to Dr. Pinakapani Garu, he was already an established musician, and Dr. Pinakapani Garu asked Tata Garu as to what he would like to learn from him. What should I start with? A guru having a genuine concern as to what should I teach you, and then Tata Garu said, you start with a Varnam. And then Dr. Pinakapani Garu laughed and he said, why would I teach a Varnam to you? Let us start with a Kriti. And then, Tata Garu used to practice all night. And before he went to the hospital in the morning, he used to, sing it back to Pinakapani Garu. So that's why, he got a name like that from Dr. Pinakapani Garu.
Mansvi, Mansui?
Yes, sir. Yes,
I
sir.
think we are running out of time. I'm checking the watch. I think we need to start playing the video, ma, because you need to ask Abhishek to. Sorry, children. I think we have time constraints. So you may request Abhishek to start playing the video, and children, all of you should sit back, relax, because this video is put up with great effort, and it will be lovely to see Dr. Nukula Chinnasatyanarayana perform. And the last song is something which is close to everyone's heart in India. So if please sit back, and I think you will all enjoy this 45 minutes of video. Abhishek, you can start playing the video. Abhishek.
Abhishek ji, please can you start playing the video?
आपको अखिल भारतीय गंधर्व महाविद्यालय मंडल बंबई ने संगीत महामहो उपाध्याय डॉक्टरेट से सम्मानित किया है। आप साहित्य और भाव को महत्व देते हैं। आज आप आरंभ कर रहे हैं राग शाहाना में त्यागराज की एक कृति से, जो कि रूपक ताल में निबद्ध है।
On tonight's national program of music, we present Karnataka classical vocal recital by Dr. Nukula Chinna Satyanarayan. The Akhil Bharatiya Gandharv Mahavidyalaya Mandal of Bombay has conferred on him the highest honor of Sangeet Mahamahopadhyay Doctorate. He attaches great importance to Sahitya and tries to bring out its bhav vividly. He begins tonight's concert with Tyagaraja's composition set in Rag Shahana in Rupak Tal.
చేవు ఆనతి చేవు ఆనతి చేవు ఆనతి చేవు ఆనతి చేవు ఆనతి చేవు ఆనతి చేవు నా మాటలు వినవో నా మాటలు వినవో రామ 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 నాటల ప్రాతలేము నా మాటలు వినవో రామ నాటల ప్రాతలేము అనతి చేవు ఆనతి చేవు యశమాయువు సద్భక్తియు యశమాయువు సద్భక్తియు ఏకాంత తీర్థము యశమాయువు సద్భక్తియు ఏకాంత తీర్థము సుశరీరము సంగే రమ సుశరీరము సంగే రామ సుశరీరము సంగే రామ సుశరీరము సంగే రామ సుశరీరము సంగే రామ సుశరీరము సంగే బాగుగత్యాగరాజవీము సుశరీరము సంగే బాగుగత్యాగరాజవీము ఏమా అనతి చేవు ఏమించి ఏమా అనతి చేవు గమరి సని ఏమా అనతి పమగమరి సని ఏమా అనతి నిరపమగమరి సని ఏమా అనతి సని సదపమగమరి సని ఏమా అనతి గమ పరి గమ పమదని సని సదప మగమరి గరి సని హేమా ఆనది పమ దని దప మద పమగమరి గమ పమ దద నీ దప బదని సని రిదని దద దని సరి గమ పమ గమరి గరి సరి దని సద పమ దని సరి రి సని సరి పద పవరి సమరి సని మా ఆనతి Pamadani Zarisam Kani Zarigama Pamagamari Dani Zara Pamagamari Zarigama Pamadani Zari Tani Zarigama Pamagamari Rizani Zara Pamagamari Ma Anadi Chevo Yemelti Nabo Anati Chevo Yemelti Nabo ఎందుకో నీ మనసు కరుగరు ఎందుకో నీ మనసు కరుగరు ఏమి నే రగము తెలియదు ఎందుకో నీ మనసు కరుగరు ఏమి నే రాము తెలియదు ఎందుకో నీ మనసు కరుగరు ఏమి నే రాము తెలియదు ఎందుకో నీ మనసు కరుగదు ಎಂದು ಚೀನ ಗಯದು ದಶರಥ ನಂದನು ದ್ಯೂತಿ ನೈ ಎಂದು ಕೋ ನೀ ದಶರಥ ನಂದನು ದ್ಯೂತಿ ನೈ ಎಂದು ಕೋ ನೀ ದಶರಥ ನಂದನು ನೈ ಎಂದು ಕೋ ನೀ ಕರುಗರು ರಾಗರಹಿತ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ ಪರಕು ಸೇಯುಟ ನ್ಯಾಯಮ ರಾಗರಹಿತ ಶ್ರೀರಾಮ ಪರಕು ಸೇಯುಟ ನ್ಯಾಯಮ ಶರಣಾಗತ ವತ್ಸಲ ನಮ್ಮಿತಿ ತಾರಕ ನಾಮ ಪರ ಪರ ಶರಣಾಗತ ವತ್ಸಲ ನಮ್ಮಿತಿ ತಾರಕ ನಾಮ ಪರ ಪರ ಶರಣಾಗತ ವತ್ಸಲ ನಮ್ಮಿತಿ ತಾರಕ ನಾಮ ಪರ ಪರ ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜ ಹೃದಯ ಸದನುಡನೀ ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜ ಹೃದಯ ಸದನುಡನಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತಮು ನೀನು ಬೇಡಿತಿರ ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜ ಹೃದಯ ಸದನುಡನಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತಮು ನೀನು ಬೇಡಿತಿರ ನೀವೇ ಗತಿಯ ನಿರೇಯಿ ಪವಲು ಬೇಯಿ ವೇಲ ಮೊರಲು ಬೇಟಿಯುನ್ನ ಬೈ ಎಂದು ಕೋ ನೀ ನೀವೇ ಗತಿಯ ನಿರೇಯಿ ಪವಲು ಬೇಯಿ ವೇಲ ಮೊರಲು ಬೇಟಿಯುನ್ನ ಬೈ ಎಂದು ಕೋ ನೀ ಕರುಗದು ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜ ಹೃದಯ ಸದನುಡನಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತಮು ನೀನು ಬೇಡಿತೀರ ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜ ಹೃದಯ ಸದನುದಯನು నిను వేడి తీర త్యాగరాజ హృదయ సదనుడని అత్యంతము నిను వేడి తీర త్యాగరాజ హృదయ సదనుడని హృదయ శరణుడని అత్యంతము నీను వేడితిరా త్యాగరాజ హృదయ సదనుడని అత్యంతము వేడితిరా త్యాగరాజ హృదయ సదనుడని అత్యంతము నీను వేడితి త్యాగరాజ హృదయ సదనుడని అత్యంతము నీను వేడితిరా త్యాగరాజ హృదయ సదనుడని అత్యంతము నీను వేడితిరా త్యాగరాజ హృదయ సదనుడని సానిరప మగరి గమ పదని త్యాగరాజ నిసబీదని సమీరవమ పదనీరవదప మగరి గమ పదాప గమ పదని త్యాగరాజ నిసగరి రిసరి రుజని దని దమ మగరి సరి గమ పరి గమ పదని దమ మగరి గమ పద సని వదని త్యాగరాజ సరి సరి దని సరి గరి దని దని నిరి గరి దని సగరి గరి దని దరి రుని దని దమ మగరి ని దగరి దని గరి గమ గరి దని సరి గరి దని దని గరి దని దని దమ మగరి గరి గరి దని సరి దని దని దబ సని రి సని దబ మ ప సని దబ మ పని ని దబ మ పద మ దబ మగరి గమ పద రి గమ పద ని సరి గరి గరి దని సని ర గరి దని ర దని దబ సని దబ మ రి దని సని దని దబ గరి దని ర దని దబ సని దబ మగరి ని ర గరి గరి దని ర రి దని దబ గమ పద ని త్యాగరాజ హృదయ సదనుడని ರಾಜ ಹೃದಯ ತದನುಡನಿ ಅತ್ಯಂತ ಬುದ್ಧಿನು ಬೇಡಿತಿರ ನೀವೇಗತಿಯ ನೀರೇ ಬಾವಲು ಬೇಯಿದೇಳ ಮೊರಲು ಬೇಟಿಯುನ್ನ ಎಂದು ಕೋನಿ ಕರು ರಾಮಕಥಾ ಸುಧಾರಸರಸಿಕ ಹೃದಯ ಧೀಮಂತ ಬಲವಂತ ಹನುಮಂತ ರಾಮಕಥಾ ಸುಧಾರಸರಸಿಕ ಹೃದಯ ಧೀಮಂತ ಬಲವಂತ ಹನುಮಂತ ರಾಮಕಥಾ ಸುಧಾ ರಾಮನಾಮ ಮಣಿಮಾಲಾಲಂಕೃತ ರಾಮನಾಮ ಮಣಿಮಾಲಾಲಂಕೃತ ರಾಮನಾಮ ಮಣಿಮಾಲಾಲಂಕೃತ ರಮಣೀಯಾಂಚಿತ ಗಾತ್ರ ರಮಣೀಯಾಂಚಿತ ಗಾತ್ರ ಸೀತಾರಾಮ ಕಥಾ ಸುಧಾರಸರಸಿಕ ಹೃದಯ ಧೀಮಂತ ಬಲವಂತ ಹನುಮಂತ ರಾಮ ಕಥಾ ಸುಧಾ రామాయణమున నీ సుందర కథ రామాయణమున నీ సుందర కథ పారాయణమే పతిత పావనం రామాయణమున నీ సుందర కథ పారాయణమే పతిత పావనం సత్యరూప సామగాన కోవిద సత్యరూప సామగాన కోవిద సత్యరూప సామగాన కోవిద మృత్యుంజయ మాం పాలయ శ్రీ రఘురామ కథా సుధారసరసిక హృదయ ధీమంత బలవంత హనుమంత రామ కథా సుధారసరసిక హృదయ ధీమంత బలవంత హనుమంత రామ కథా సుధా రామ కథా సుధా Sri Balasu Brahmanya Agacharaganya Balasu Brahmanya Agacharaganya Balasu Brahmanya Agacharaganya Siddhananda Natha Vareya Sri Balasu Brahmanya Agacharaganya Siddhananda Natha Vareya Abalago Pang Abalago Abalago Bididina Shiram Abalago Dina Shiranya Atma Prakashalavanya Atma Prakashalavanya Balasu Brahmanya Agacharaganya Sri Siddhananda Natha Vareya Sanakadi Sanuta Sanakadi Sanuta Sanakadi Sanuta Sanakadi Sanuta Swami Natha Sanakadi Sanuta Swami Natha Kanakashila Sita Swamata Kanakashila Sita Swamata Kanakavalli Devateno Paitu Kanakavalli Devateno Paitu Kaivalya Dada Swapudvidha Kanakavalli Devaseyeno Kopita Kaivalya Dada Swapudvidya Manajavadana Padapankeru Navanagasri Kalpamahiru Panajavadana Padapankeru Navarasrita Kalpadmi Panajavadana Kada Panajavadana Padapankeru Navarasrita Kalpamahiru Manasi Jajanakari Sevita Kumaradi Sarahara Guru Balasu Brahmaunya Vanajavadana Padapankeru Navarasrita Kalpamahiru Manasi Jajanakari Sevita Kumaradi Sarahara Guru Balasu Brahmaunya Gacharaganya Pamagariga Sri Balasu Brahmaunyam Sariga pada da pamagariga pada papa pamagariga gapada rizani da pamagariga Sariga pada sariga pamagariga da pada pamagari Sri Balasu Sariga pada sariga pa magari ni da ba da gari gari da ba da ri sa da ni da ba magari sariga pada sariga pa magari gari da gari gari dari ni da ba da ni da ba ni da ba gara ba da pa magari ga pa magari ga da pa magari ga pa da so ni da pa da ri sa ni da pa da sariga gari da gari dari ni da pa da pa magari ga sariga pada sariga pa magari ni da ri ni da pa magari Balasu Brahmaunyam Brahmaunyam कहिए जे पीर पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीर पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीर पराई जाने रे पीर पराई जाने रे पर दुखे उपकार करे तो ये पर दुखे उपकार करे तो ये पर दुखे उपकार करो तो ये मन अभिमान रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीर पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए पीर पराई जाने रे सकल लोक मां वंदे सकल लोक मां सहुने वंदे सकल लोक मां सहुने वंदे निंदन करे किनी रे निंदन करे किनी रे वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे वाच काच मन निश्चल राखे धन धन जननी तनी रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीर पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्यागी समदृष्टि ने तृष्णा त्यागी पर स्त्री जी ने मातरे पर स्त्री जी ने मातरे जिह्वा धके सच्चन बोले परधन नव जने हरे रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीर पराई जाने रे मोहमाय व्यापी नहीं जने मोहमाय व्यापी नहीं जने दृढ़ वैराग्य जना मन रे राम नाम शु ताली लगे राम नाम शु ताली लगे सकल तीरथ तेना तन मदे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीर पराई जाने रे पर दुखे उपकार करे तो ये पर दुखे उपकार करे तो ये मन अभिमान आने रे वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे पीर पराई जाने रे वैष्णव जन तो वैष्णव जन तो वैष्णव जन तो तेने कहिए जे
Mansvi?
That really was an heartening and breathtaking performance. And it was so inspiring to see the spectacular work of Guru Padma Bhushan Vidwan, Dr. Nukala Chinna Satyanarayana. It was really very inspiring and it was spectacular. And now I would like to hand over the program to our Vice Principal, Mrs. Ruchi Srivastav, to take us through the last segment of the program.
Greetings to one and all present here. There is a famous quote about music. Music, once admitted to the soul, becomes a sort of spirit, and it never dies thereafter. It has been a delight to watch the series of Guruji's golden performances and also to listen from the people who were close to Guruji. Their experiences of learning from and working with Guruji are so inspiring. It's my pleasure to inform you all that one more ardent disciple of fine arts has joined us, and she is Mrs. Sneha Venkataramani Krishna. Sir, can you please give an audio-video permission to Sneha, ma'am?
Yeah, Abhishek, can you just give quick to Sneha, madam? You have to raise your hand.
Sneha, ma'am, please raise your hands.
Namaskar, everyone.
We welcome you to the program, Sneha, ma'am.
Thank you
Mrs.
so much.
Sneha is an accomplished Bharatnatyam dancer. She is in the pursuit of Bharatnatyam right since her childhood. She is an enthusiastic performer of many other dance forms as well. As of now, she is the director of Layadhwani Academy of Performing Arts, Bangalore. Mrs. Sneha has an interesting experience to share about Guruji. Over to you, Sneha, ma'am.
Thank you so much, Ruchiji. And namaskaram to one and all present. I want to talk about a very interesting aspect of Dr. Nukala Chinna Satyanarayana, or as I used to call him, Nukala sir, which is how out of the box a thinker and a teacher he was back in a day when a lot of technology and a lot of long distance experience was not available with every one of us the way it is today. So when we talk about online classes today, or when we talk about, teachers being geographically located in a place which is far or distant from where we are, now it's just a click of a button. We open apps like Zoom or Skype, and we are able to access this several teachers, and we're able to learn from them. But I'm talking about an age where internet was not available. Internet had not been introduced. I'm talking about the early 1990s. So this was a very interesting story where my sister, Shrimati Snigdha Venkataramani, who is also the director of Layadhwani Academy of Performing Arts in USA, she is a Carnatic vocalist and a Bharatanatyam dancer, and she has been a disciple of Dr. Nukala Chinna Satyanarayana, but in a very interesting way, not in the conventional way as we think of teachers and disciples of that era. So we were situated, or we were living in Delhi at that point in time when my father was working with the Ministry of Culture, the government of India, and he happened to meet Dr. Nukala Chinna Satyanarayana. So he was very happy to meet him and had invited him over to our place for dinner to honor him and to also seek his blessings for his two daughters, me and my sister, who were at that point in time attempting to learn music, to learn Carnatic music. So he came home, and Snigdha was a bit of a child prodigy. She had started learning music at the age of 3, and she used to sing really well, even at that age. When we met him, she was barely 6 or 7 years old. So he came home and he had dinner, and he told Snigdha, so I hear from your father that you learn Carnatic music. So can you sing something for me? And she sang something that she had learned, and he was very impressed with her. And he immediately asked her, whom are you learning from right now? And she said, I don't have a teacher here in Delhi. I'm not learning from anyone. So he said, no, this is not correct. A child who's as talented as you should not be without a teacher. He thought for all of 5 minutes, and he said, I will teach you. But we were all surprised because he was not living in Delhi, and he was located in Hyderabad. And my father asked him very apprehensively that, while it's a big honor that he would like to teach my daughter, I don't know how we are going to do this. You're not in Delhi and I can't bring her to Hyderabad. So he said, no, give me some time. I will figure this out and I will let you know. And at that time, he was, we were in an era where internet was not available and we didn't even have cell phones. So we've all had those landline dialing numbers and there was no way that you could afford to make STD calls for an hour to learn over a telephone call, etc. So we were quite, surprised that he offered to teach her, and we were wondering what is the solution he would come up with. And sure enough, we thought, okay, maybe he said it and he will not pursue with it. But the very next month, we got a parcel in our mail, in the post, and we opened it to see there were 2 audio cassettes in that parcel, along with a letter from Nukula sir, which said, please listen to these cassettes. There are 2 songs that I have taught you in this. Please learn it, record another cassette and send it right back to me. And Snika said, sure, I will do it. And she learned and we played the cassette. We thought he would have sang 2 songs and sent it. And, she would just have to learn. But no, these were not simply him singing. These were recordings of him in detail, teaching the composition bit by bit, part by part, breaking down the lyrics, breaking down the raga, breaking down the sahitya, and explaining it to her in exact detail as she would had she gone to somebody in person to learn that song. And sure enough, with such detailed notes, she learned the song very well. And in this manner, for 2 whole years, she learned from Nukula sir with the exchange of audio cassettes. So he would record in Hyderabad and he would send it to us in Delhi. She would learn it. We would record in Delhi, send it back to him. And whenever he traveled to Delhi for a concert, he would make it a point that he had in his schedule factored in 2 hours where he would come to our house. He would spend those 2 hours with Snigdha to correct whatever little minute points that we could not over its cassette. And he would make sure that the composition is perfect and she renders it perfectly. And this teaching method of his at that time was so effective that she actually, with the compositions that she learned from him, had been able to secure the Center for Cultural Resources and Training, Government of India's scholarship for music. And at that time, the person who had taken her test for the scholarship exam commented that, how are you learning? You have listed Dr. Nukula as your teacher in your form for the scholarship, but he lives in Hyderabad and you mentioned your address is Delhi. So were you in Hyderabad previously? How did you learn from him? And she explained, no, sir, I have been in Delhi and this is how I have learned from him for the last 2 years through the exchange of audio cassettes. And he was so impressed. This was Mr. K. Vagish, of course, another stalwart of Carnatic music. He was posted in Delhi, luckily at that time, where he was working for the All India Radio. And he was so impressed that this child was capable of learning through audio cassettes from such a stalwart that he said, I will teach you if he doesn't mind. And when we asked Dr. Nukula that, is it okay? And he said, absolutely. This is what I was waiting for somebody to identify this child and say, I would like to teach her. So this is the experience that I like to share with all of you, just to show you how a little bit of out of the box thinking in any age can overcome tremendous hurdles, such as not even living in the same city, just for the sake of teaching a child an art.
Thank you, Sneha.
Thank you, madam. Thank you, Ruchi, madam. I think you need
sir.
to do the
I need
honors.
to do the honors.
Madam.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
We are probably
like
running out of time, Ruchi, madam. A quick thank you to everybody.
I would like to thank each one of you here today for supporting us throughout the event. Today, we leave with the feeling that it holds true for Vidwan Dr. Nukala Chinna Satyanarayana, a great teacher who showed the right path of teaching. He is a perennially flowing river and he lives forever in Indian music. Wish to Vidwan Annaji Garu for sharing his experiences about his father and Vidwan Dr. Nukala Chinna Satyanarayana. Also would like to thank founder director of SPIC MACAY, Professor Emeritus Dr. Kiran Seth from IIT Delhi, bestowed with Padma Shri and Sangeet Natak Academy Award, and SRF Foundation for making this event happen. Also wish to thank principals, teachers and students, parents from Samsid School, Horamau, Maruti Vidyalaya, EHPS campus, and Chaitanya Techno Public School, Seshadripuram, Bengaluru. Special thanks to the group of organizers, Ramesh sir, Sneha ma'am for joining us at a short notice. Thank you so much, everyone. We hope all of you have enjoyed your time today. Thank you. Have a great weekend and bye-bye.
Thank you. I think with that, we probably have to conclude because we have another back-to-back meeting. I think Annaji Garu, Ramya Madam, Padma Madam, and all the teachers of all the 3 school students, everybody, thank you from SPIC MACAY for making this happen. And post the meeting, probably tomorrow or day after, I will be sending a note on the next week's Great Masters event, which will come to all of you by WhatsApp. Thank you very much. Abhishek, I think now we can close the Great Master event formally.
Thank you so much, Ramesh Garu.
Yes.
And Ramakrishna. Thank you so much.
Yes. Radha Krishna.
Thank you, sir.